Dear students, I welcome all of you in the another session of Transportation Engineering. In our last session, we have discussed about Nagpur Road Plan, that is the first 20-year plan that ranged from 1943 to 1963. We had discussed that there are total three number of 20-year plans. One is called as Nagpur Road Plan, another one is called as Bombay Road Plan, and the another one is third one is called as Lucknow Road. So in this session, we are going to cover certain important things related to Bombay Road Plan, that is the second 20-year plan. And we are also going to cover the topics such as various kind of road patterns. So let us discuss about the second 20-year plan, that is called as Bombay Road Plan. So the first 20-year plan has the tenure of 1943 to 1963. But the target which were kept by the end of 63 were already achieved by the end of 1961 due to the planned phase system. And at the end of Nagpur road plan, the length of the road envisaged under the Nagpur road plan was already achieved by the end of it, but it was observed that the roads are having very deficient condition. Deterioration of road was there. So the changed economic, industrial and agricultural conditions in the country demanded the review of Nagpur road plan. Accordingly, a second 20-year plan was also drafted by the road wings of Government of India. Nowadays, that is called as Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. And that second 20-year plan is called as Bombay Road Plan. As the target was already achieved by the year of 1961, the second 20-year plan was having the tenure of 1961 to 1981. That is called as Bombay Road Plan. That is one of the most another important thing. Now, let us learn about certain highlights. First thing is that it is called as second 20-year plan. The years was from 1961 from 1981. The total road length targeted to construct under this tenure was about 10 lakhs. And in this second 20-year plan, rural roads were given specific attention. Various kind of scientific methods of the construction was also proposed for rural roads. They suggested that the length of road should be increased so that it should give the density of 32 kilometers per 100 square kilometer. In Nagpur road plan, it was 16 per 100 square kilometer. Here in second 20-year plan, it was increased up to 32 per 100, so almost double. The construction of 1600 kilometers of expressway was also included in this second 20-year plan. So these are the highlights of second 20-year plan. It was also called as Bombay Road Plan. Rural roads was given the specific attention. The density was targeted to achieve by the end of second 20-year plan was about 32 kilometers per each 100 square kilometer grid. And the construction of 1600 kilometers of expressways was also then included. Now, the second 20-year plan has five different formula which are used to calculate the length of national highway, state highway, MDR, ODR and PR. In first 20-year plan, there were two formulas. That is called as metal road length or first category of road length or unmetal road length or second category of road length. Here in this particular what I can say Bombay road plan, second 20-year plan, we are having five different formula. The formula to calculate the length of national highways is this. The formula to calculate the national highway plus state highway is this. So these are two formulas. Then remaining three formulas are this: national highway plus state highway plus MDR, national highway plus state highway plus MDR plus ODR, then national highway plus state highway plus MDR plus ODR plus VR. See, there are total five different formulas. Do not worry, as the chances of numericals which can be asked from this particular segment is quite less or quite lower chances are there because the number of equations are quite higher. But you need to have the proper understanding and proper difference between the Nagpur road plan and Bombay road plan. These are the notations that A stands for agricultural area, B stands for non-agricultural area, but here in this case it is semi-developed area. C stands for undeveloped area. K stands for those towns which are having population more than 1 lakh. M stands for those towns which are having the population between 1 lakh to 50,000. N stands for those towns which are having the population between 50,000 to 20,000. T stands for those towns which are having the population between 20,000 to 10,000. See, it is in descending order. It is like this. Then Q stands for those towns which is having the population between 10,000 to 5,000. R stands for those towns which is having the population between 5,000 to 2,000. S stands for those towns which is having the population between 2,000 to 1,000. T stands for those towns which is having the population between 1,500. V stands for those towns which is having the population below 500. And D is for development allowances. In Nagpur road plan, it was considered as 15% of the road length. Here in Bombay road plan, it is considered as 5% of the road length. Fine. So it start like this. You can remember. You do not need to remember actually, but you can understand this, or you can start conceptualizing the things from V. V is less than 500. Then comes T. It is from 501 to 1000. Then comes S. Thus, that is from 1000 to 2000. Then comes R. R is from, it is from 2000 to 5000. Then comes Q. Q from 5000 to 10,000. Then comes P, that is from 10,000 to 20,000. Then comes N, that is from 50,000, 20,000 to 50,000. Then comes M, that is from 50,000 to 1 lakh. Then comes K, K is about 1. Then comes D, that is 5% of the total. Then A stands for developed or agricultural area, B stands for semi-developed area, and C stands for undeveloped. So this is about it. Now let us learn about the road patterns. See, there are various kind of road patterns. Various kind of road patterns are there whenever highway planning and designing comes into the existence. First is called as rectangular or block pattern. Another one is called as radial or star and block pattern. It can be called as radial or star and black block pattern. Then it is about radial or star and circular pattern. Then it is radial or star and grid pattern. Then another one is about hexagonal pattern. Then another one is about minimum travel pattern. So there are various kind of patterns are there. Let us learn one by one. First is about rectangular or what it can be said rectangular or block pattern. See, it looks like this. These are the junction areas. This is the main road. And this is the central business district, which is also called as CBD. Ask yourself whether you have observed this kind of pattern in any of the cities in Gujarat or not. I will answer this question in the end of this particular topic, but till then, keep thinking. So, rectangular block pattern. If we discuss about rectangular block pattern, then this is also called as grid iron pattern. It is one of the most simple and easy to lay out pattern. Apart from having an even spread of traffic, see you can see this is the even spread of traffic. The entire grid, this is the entire grid, this is called as grid. This entire grid can facilitate the imposition of low traffic where it is necessary. So it becomes easy to handle the traffic situation. The basic pattern follows the monotonous long streets. See, you can see these are the long streets. These are also called as long. So this is rectangular block pattern. It is also called as grid iron pattern. You see, it is having the simplest and most easiest layout. It is having monotonous long street pattern, and it can facilitate the movement of heavy traffic as well as low traffic and the imposition of vehicles. Now the answer of the question is one of this kind of patterns is observed in Gandhinagar. Gandhinagar is having this kind of road pattern. And another example is Chandigarh. Chandigarh and Gandhinagar are having this kind of road. You understood the concept? Let us move towards the another one. See, the another one is radial or star and block pattern. Radial or star and block pattern. So you can observe that this act as one of the rays. This is the ray. This is the ray. This is the ray. This is the ray. So the movement of vehicles occurs with the help of this rays. So that is called as radial road. See, if you observe my hand, this is the central business district area. This is one ray, this is two ray, this is third ray, this is fourth ray. If the vehicles can come directly over here with the help of this rays, without moving circular in this pattern, they can directly reach from this point to this point with the help of this rays. So this is called as radial road. This is called as ray. This is the built-up area and this is rectangular pattern. This is central business district area. So, due to the major role of rays, the word radial comes into the existence. That is called as radial. See, it is like this. If this is the CBD area and this is the boundary of city, if someone wants to come from here to here, he does not have to move along this direction if this kind of rays are provided. Directly one person can come from over to here. So this is called as radial pattern. This is one of the examples of ring roads. Nowadays we all know that ring roads have become very much popular because they can carry the traffic from end point to the middle point with higher rate or higher pace, with the faster rate. And if they are used with the combination of radial roads, ring roads are used with the combination of radial roads, they take very less time to reach at the destination. So these are the ring roads. This is ring road, this is radial road. If combination of this is used, then one can reach from this point to this point easily, faster and easier way. The ring roads are almost everywhere. They you can observe in almost all the towns. If you observe out of India, in case of Ahmedabad also, ring road is there. SP ring road is there. So almost every town uses ring road to bypass the traffic, which is not directed to the center of the town. So you can bypass from here to here. You do not have to go through this way. So this kind of particular pattern that is called as radial or star and block pattern, this can be used in the smaller town or smaller area. It is used in one of the famous area that is called as Connaught Place in New Delhi. And this you can also observe the combination of ring and radial. In case of Ahmedabad city, if you zoom out the Ahmedabad city map, then you will be able to observe this kind of road pattern. So this is called as radial or star and block pattern. So this was about the radial or star and block pattern. Now the another pattern is radial or star and circular pattern. That was the star and block. This is the star and circular. So you can observe over here. Okay, that rays are here. So these are called as radials, and this is called as ring road. Mostly this is one of the examples of Ahmedabad city because in Ahmedabad you will be able to observe this kind of ring road and this kind of rays. This is radial road, these are the ring roads, this is the CBD area. So if any of the vehicles wants to come from here to here, it is not required to travel this whole direction. It can directly come from this point to this point, or it can directly come from this point to this point with the help of this. So this is about the radial or star and circular pattern. Then the another pattern. Okay, this is one of the examples. Sorry, I forgot to mention that Chennai is having this kind of pattern. Then another is about radial or star and grid pattern. First was star and block, then star and ring, then star and grid. See, all these patterns are not given in your book, but I am narrating these things for your better understanding. Radial or star and grid pattern. So rays are there. Instead of circular rings, this kind of grids are provided. This kind of star network is provided. This is CBD area. This is called as one grid. This is called as second grid. Then it is like this. This is called as another grid, and these are the radial routes. Then the hexagonal route pattern is there. It looks like this, where the moving of traffic is like this in this direction. This is the haphazard one. And the last but not least, it is about the minimum travel pattern. See, in minimum travel pattern, it looks like this. This is the minimum travel pattern. Like, okay, this is the minimum travel pattern. This is how one can move from one place to another. See, you can observe that this is used where the city is contained by the sector center, suburban center, and neighborhood center with the help of roads. See, this is the city, it is contained by sector center, suburban center, and neighborhood with the help of roads. It requires minimum connection to the city center. There are certain plus point and minus points in this particular kind of thing. Plus point is that it avoids various kind of crashes. Serious crashes can be avoided, accidents can be reduced. And the minus point is there, whenever designing the road with this kind of pattern, the designer has to keep one thing in his mind, that the traffic signs, post, and pavement marking. You will learn all these things in the traffic engineering part of the phase 2. But let us first be attentive that sign post, speed limit post, all should be situated properly so that the driver can have the knowledge that he has or she has to reduce the speed while traveling on this kind of road. So this is about road patterns and second 20-year plan. That was the Bombay road plan. Thank you so much.